everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your weekly angel card reading from Monday, January 9th through Sunday, January 15th, 2017. For this weekly reading, I was actually guided to use a different deck than I normally do. A lot of times I use either the Angel Tarot deck or the Fairy Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue, but my guides and angels guided me to use the Celtic Dragon Tarot by DJ Conway and Lisa Hunt. And your special message card, depending on your stone of choice, will come from the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue. So before we get into the astrology of the week, let's take a look at your special stones of choice. And we're going to relate each one of these stones this week to just the chakra or chakras that it might be related to, rather than some specific metaphysical qualities or energies. So your first stone of choice here for your special message is chrysocolla. And chrysocolla is a beautiful green and blue stone. It's got like some turquoise colors in it, as you can see, some green colors in it. So this is going to relate to both the heart chakra and the throat chakra. So it's more like those middle chakras of unconditional love, speaking your truth, feeling compassion, healing emotional wounds, and being able to communicate and network with your ideas. Your second stone of choice is actually a milky white agate. This is a very special stone of mine, beautiful stone. And this milky white agate is going to relate to the crown chakra specifically. Crown chakra is normally purple in color, but oftentimes we think of it as white as well because it's bringing in, it's that area or that chakra that opens up to bring in divine white light energy or protection energy or information and guidance. And that's exactly what this stone is going to be about. It's about really opening up to divine knowledge and wisdom and guidance as far as what is the next step on your path, listening to your angels and guides and listening to God's source, energy, universe to give you that information. Your last stone of choice is a red jasper, and this is kind of almost it's an earthy red, but it almost has a tint of that orange in it as well. And that's going to relate to the base chakra or root chakra, which is red in color, and perhaps even up to the sacral chakra. And this is going to be all about issues or situations dealing with security. Now that could be financial security, but also a sense of groundedness within your own self and beingness, or within situations and circumstances where you want that stability and groundedness in your life. And then the sacral chakra energies would be about creative self-expression and feeling passionate about life. Feeling passionate about the next step on your path. So again, your stones of choice for your special message this week are the chrysocolla, the milky white agate, and the red jasper. So let's go ahead and talk about the astrology of the week. On Tuesday and Wednesday, the 10th and the 11th of January, the sun is in Capricorn, and on Tuesday it actually squares or challenges Uranus. And then on Wednesday, it squares or challenges Jupiter. Now, Uranus is in the sign of Aries. Jupiter is in the sign of Libra. So those two planets are actually opposing one another, which brings in this energy of needing to balance those two energies since they're opposing. And then, of course, the sun is squaring both of them, which is making what's called a T-square configuration. So the T-square is a challenging aspect pattern, but it pushes us to new energies. It pushes us to change something. It pushes us to go in a different direction, or to realize something or learn something new. And of course, the sun is in Capricorn, so this deals with our goals. It deals with our business, our career. It deals with, again, our sense of practicality and groundedness about things. As it squares Uranus in Aries on Tuesday, this is going to bring in some sudden and unexpected situations or circumstances perhaps, and perhaps associated with business, career, or money. This is going to be some sort of quick or sudden changes. It could bring surprises because Uranus is all about that kind of quick, sudden, surprising type of energy. And then on Wednesday, when it squares Jupiter, now again, Jupiter is about our belief systems, and it's about expansion and growth, and it's in the sign of Libra, which is the sign of relationships and balance and harmony. So with the Sun squaring Jupiter on Wednesday, this brings in our belief systems and this need to perhaps change our belief systems or look at a situation or circumstance from a different perspective, or even look at our own belief systems from a different perspective. And this can also be about relationship matters, relationships, whether it be romantic or business or friendship or family, but it's asking us to expand our perceptions and to look at things from a different vantage point. So that's what's going on the earlier part of the week, and then we're leading up to a full moon in Cancer on Thursday the 12th. So Cancer is all about home and family and nurturing and our emotions and compassion and being of service to other people. You know, it's about healing and psychic and intuitive abilities. And so this full moon is bringing the full expression of all of these things. And it's going to be a sensitive one because, again, Cancer is a very sensitive sign. It's very tuned in with the emotions and feelings. It's very tuned in with psychic sensitivities. And again, it could be bringing some situations to a head within home and family matters or property matters even, because Cancer rules the home or the land or, you know, the family or our base of operations. And this is, again, energies coming to a head with that. But it's going to be, don't be surprised if there's a lot of emotional energies that we're feeling with this full moon. On the same day of the full moon, Mercury, which has gone direct on the 8th, so Sunday of last week, Mercury went to direct motion. And it went to direct motion at the very last degree or degrees, 1 or 2 degrees there, of Sagittarius. Now on Thursday the 12th, when we have our full moon in Cancer, Mercury moves back into Capricorn again, which is where it was when it first went retrograde. It was about in the middle of Capricorn, around 15 degrees or so of Capricorn when it went retrograde. Now it's moving into 0 degrees Capricorn, and it still has, you know, about 14, 15 degrees to move through before it gets out of its shadow phase. But, you know, now we're starting to move forward with Mercury, so things will hopefully start to fall into place from some of the miscommunication or electrical or communication issues that we had while it was retrograde. Also on Thursday the 12th, Venus, the planet that rules the divine feminine, it rules relationships, it rules money and financial matters, it's going to connect with Neptune. And Neptune is in Pisces, which obviously means Venus is in Pisces as well. So this can bring, interestingly enough, it can go one of 2 ways. Venus connecting with Neptune, you could actually totally fall in love and meet the love of your life. But sometimes you're wearing rose-colored glasses when it comes to Venus and Pisces, and especially with Neptune being there too. You have to really try to see reality for what it is and not over-romanticize a person or a relationship. But again, it can be some very nice feelings in regards to relationship with another person. On the opposite side of things, if we're dealing with Venus in regards to money and finances, when it connects to Neptune, it can actually bring energies to where our finances are seeming to maybe dissipate. We don't, you know, we're like spending more than we're earning maybe, or something comes up to where we need to put money towards something, or there's some sort of illusion or confusion around money and or relationships. Now the other thing is that it can be a really magical energy. So Neptune can also be magical and spiritual rather than just confusing and deceptive. So that's why, you know, we never know how that's going to turn out. So I would say put your positive intentions and belief systems out and ask for the highest vibration of that Venus Neptune to bring in those magical energies, those spiritual energies, those unconditional love energies in a very higher vibrational type of way. All right, so let's take a look at the cards for this week and see what our angels and guides have to tell us. Let's turn over the first one from the Celtic Dragon Tarot. Okay, well, this is the Ten of Swords, and I'm going to show you here close up the picture of the Ten of Swords. And you know, maybe it's not the most beautiful picture. This actually looks like this woman and dragon have been in a battle. It looks like they've been challenged. It looks like it almost looks in the card like they're defeated. But what I will say about the Ten of Swords is that the Ten of Swords means we're at the end of something. The swords is the suit of the mental realm, the ego mind. So this is dealing with our own thoughts and our own belief systems, not necessarily something of physical reality. You know, the physical reality would be the pentacle suit, where there was actually circumstances or situations that were coming to an end. But this is the end of a way of thinking or the end of a way of believing. And this is actually saying that we're now coming into a new beginning, that we're leaving the old behind, the old ways of thinking and believing. It's done. It's over. It's almost like we've been through the worst as far as the mental realm is concerned. We've been through the worst of how we've been thinking about things or believing about things. Maybe we've been a little depressed in the last couple of weeks. Maybe we've been challenged mentally in the last couple of weeks. And of course, it was Mercury retrograde, so I wouldn't be surprised. I, too, had a lot of mental challenges right at the beginning of the new year. Some computer issues that took much longer than expected and slowed me down with my business and whatnot, and all these plans that I had to move forward with the new year. So that did challenge me mentally, and that's the kind of energy that I'm talking about here. But this is suggesting that we're at the end, that it's done, it's over. Now we can move forward. We can move into hopefully a better and brighter way of thinking and believing, and move into a new beginning. But let's go ahead and turn over the second card to see if we can get more information about what that might mean. So looking at card number 2, okay, we have Major Arcana number 5. This is the High Priestess, okay? And not the High Priestess, but the High Priest. The High Priestess is Major Arcana number 2, but this is the High Priest. Now, this is usually about a spiritual authority figure. Now, this can be either us as our own spiritual authority, or that we're seeking some sort of counsel or authority from somebody outside of us that has maybe more information, or that we feel might be a spiritual teacher to us or be more spiritually connected than us. Now, I don't think it's ever true that somebody's more spiritually connected to us, but we might look at somebody as being someone with a lot of knowledge and wisdom. And that's what this usually is about, is that we're seeking some sort of knowledge or wisdom or counsel from someone that is able to help us in some way. Now, if we look at the imagery on the card, and if you look there closely, we can see here there's a white dragon and a dark or black dragon here. So this is about balancing energies within us. This is about balancing the shadow side and our higher spiritual selves, okay? And that we all have both of these energies within us. We all have an ego and we all have a higher self. But sometimes one is stronger than the other, which with that Ten of Swords that we started out with, it would have definitely been our ego mind was at a stronger position than our higher self was. So this is about balancing the energies of the two. This is about coming back into a balance and being able to work with both of these energies, because we do have to work with the ego, but we also want to make sure that we're connected to our higher spiritual selves here and that higher spiritual authority within us as well, because that's where we're going to get the highest vision of what we need to do next. That's where we're going to get messages from either our angels and guides, God source energy, or our own higher self that's going to guide us to the next step on our paths. Now, the High Priest here if you can see, it's kind of hard to tell, but he's holding in one hand a wand that has a dragon on top of it, and in the other hand he's holding a crystal wand. Or actually, I guess this is a staff with a dragon totem on top of it, which the dragon totem is about protection. Okay, the dragon isn't scary. It can be scary if you want to look at it that way, but the dragon to me is strength and protection, and someone of authority. The dragon to me is an authority energy, but it's a spiritual authority and a protection energy. The crystal staff, on the other hand, is leading us to believe that this high priest has a lot of magical energy, higher vibrational energy to create magically what the next step is. And I feel like, again, following up from the Ten of Swords, that now we're in a position to balance ourselves into our higher soul self and to create magically what the next step is on our path, and to know that we're divinely guided and protected as we do so. Let's go ahead and turn over the last card and see what it says. Okay, now we have the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And so again, we have two tens here, and so tens are about completion. So this is definitely coming to a culmination of something, or we're completing some energies yet from the past, which again, Mercury just went direct, and we're at a full moon this week. So this is a culmination of energies and some, possibly completing past energies, maybe in the home and family with that Cancer full moon. But the Ten of Pentacles is an awesome card. You can see here in the imagery that we have a couple walking over a bridge towards the entrance to a castle, where there's a lot of light shining here in the castle entrance. So they're walking into something grand. They're walking into this sense of security and stability, because that's what the castle would signify. There's a dragon overhead of the castle doorway. Again, another sign of protection, another sign that your angels and guides are looking out for you and guiding you. The Ten of Pentacles is often about business, career, money, finances, and again, it's signifying abundance and prosperity, and a wonderful culmination as this couple is walking towards the doorway. They're entering a new level. They're entering a new direction, a new energy towards what it is they need to do. But this is very, very good to end the week with the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel very positive that this is going to be a week where things start to turn around and we start to see more of what it is that we desired from the beginning as far as this new year of 2017, that we all had these plans, these goals, these visions, but maybe Mercury retrograde there at the beginning of the year slowed us down just a little bit. And I feel like now we're getting ready to walk through that doorway of new beginnings finally. All right, let's take a look at your special message card, depending on your stone of choice. So take a deep breath with me and call in your angels and guides, the ascended masters, the archangels, and our ancestors. And we'll take the Angel Tarot deck and we'll give it a little bit of a shuffle here and ask for the Chrysocolla people. And this one is sticking out. Chrysocolla, your message is, woo, that's very powerful. Major Arcana number 16. In this deck, it's called Life Experience with Archangel Chamuel. And Archangel Chamuel, by the way, assists us with our life purpose, okay? So the Life Experience card says, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. This is usually the Tower card in the traditional tarot deck. And a lot of times the Tower card is scary to people, but the Tower card just means that external circumstances around you are going to go through a huge shift or change, and it's going to lead to a huge shift or change within you that is needed by your soul in order to move forward. That it's almost like you're taking a big leap as far as your evolution and growth, and that perhaps you were holding yourself back in some way, and the universe is giving you a big push forward. Okay, so whatever changes are happening might feel like it's beyond your control and might feel almost a little scary, again, or challenging. But this is somewhere where you need to go. You're being pushed in a positive direction, even if you can't see it yet. So again, it's time to spread your wings and fly. And this angel here, Archangel Shamuel, is going to help to lead you to the castle here that's in the background. So interestingly enough, the Ten of Pentacles that we ended with had that castle where the couple was walking into the new doorway. And now Archangel Shamuel is leading you to the next step on your path. But just know that whatever changes that come, if they're challenging, that it's a push from your higher soul self and it's a push from the universe to take that next step, and it's going to be positive in the long term, okay? All right, so let's take a look at the people that chose the milky white agate. So let's give this a shuffle, and this one's calling my attention. So milky white agate people, now this is almost, it's got a similar feel to me. It's the Eight of Water, which to me usually feels with emotional disempowerment. And it says, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. So with whatever in life has been emotionally disempowering you, and this is about feelings, your feelings and your emotions, feeling down, feeling stuck, maybe feeling depressed. And there quite possibly could be either relationships or circumstances that are creating a feeling of disempowerment. Mostly too, anything relationship-wise connected to the heart chakra. Could be family, could be romantic in nature. But this is about empowering yourself again. Empowering yourself on the emotional level first so that you can move forward and find that happiness, find that joy, find that passion, find something that gives you a sense of meaning. Find something that makes sense for you again. I feel like you've lost that passion, you've lost that kind of zest for life, or you're wondering where the happiness and where the joy is. And, this card with the 8 cups here in the water, there are some cards that are, some cups that are knocked over, or some cups that don't have anything in them. And then there's a few cups here, 3 or 4 of them that I see, if you look closely, that are more clear, that are standing upright, that we still have some positive energy left here if we just find it within us and then empower ourselves on the emotional level so that we can move forward. So this is all about finding within you some sort of sense of joy or passion or sense of being, and to empower yourself again so that you can move forward. Okay? All right. And then for the people that chose the red jasper, okay, so this one right away is calling to me, red jasper people. Ooh, major arcana 21, the last of the major arcana. This is the world with Archangel Michael. And this says, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment, okay? So this is definitely saying there is the end of a cycle, the end of a chapter in your life, and get ready for a new beginning. Again, it's the last of the major arcana. It means that there's some sort of karmic situation that is coming to a close. Could be a relationship is coming to a close so that you can move forward. Could be the end of a situation or the way you're living. Could be the end of a way of financially being or with your career. So there's something that is changing or being released or let go, a new way of looking at something, a new way that's going to be had as you move forward. This is a very, very good sign again, because whatever this ending is about, it's time. It's time for that ending to take place. And it's time for you to be able to close that chapter in your life. And I feel like, again, 2016 was that 9 universal energy, which was about the ending of a cycle. And even though 2017 started on January 1st, obviously, I feel like, Mercury retrograde may have slowed down the feelings or acknowledgement of this new beginning until now. Until now, as we move past that Mercury retrograde And we have the full moon in Cancer, and we can now bring finally that old cycle of energy, beliefs, emotions, feelings, circumstances, situations, and relationships to a close, and get ready for enlightenment, get ready for the next step on the path. So I hope you've liked this weekly angel card reading. Again, the monthly angel card reading for January is up on my YouTube channel, Colleen Lemma. Be sure to take a look at the monthly reading. And if you aren't already part of my Facebook posts, then please check out my Facebook pages, Colleen Lemma and Sacred Soul Empowerment, for the daily astrological and empowering posts that I put on those pages as well. I send you all lots of love and light. I send all of you many blessings, and I look forward to each step that we take together in this new year of 2017. Blessings to all of you again. Love and light.